Senior Fishery Information Officer responsible for the Fisheries Department Information System and the Fisheries Department of the FAO of the UN, Food and Agriculture Organization. I am not a computer scientist. My background lies in agronomic engineering with specialization in fisheries.
What is a VRE?
VRE stands for Virtual Research Environment, not an easy concept to grasp a priori. So let's make an analogy. Just think of a medical laboratory located in a university. In this laboratory you would have various scientists belonging to different disciplines such as medicine, psychology, nanotechnologies, microbiology, etc. And the achievements of one scientist is absolutely necessary as input to the work of his colleague. Similarly, a virtual research environment is a laboratory on the internet. It's a virtual laboratory with scientists that can be located at different ends of the world and working remotely and virtually through this space. What they share are data and applications. Now, a VRE is not an impersonal environment. On the contrary, a VRE is tailored to the needs of one community, and that's what makes this concept quite singular as opposed to cloud technologies. So FCPPS stands for Fishery Country Profile Production System. In other words, a factory that will enable us to improve the production of our fishery country profiles. Fishery country profiles is one of the most popular products of our department. It's also one of the oldest, and it was introduced as a paper publications as far as in the 1973. Now it's an internet report, and a country profile describes the various facets of a fishery sector in a country, such as production, industry characteristics, the management of the sector, legislation, the socio-economic performance, etc. So many sources of information are required to document fishery country profile, and the way we've practiced up to now to document this is to hire the services of a knowledgeable person in this country who will collate the various sources and develop the narrative of the profile. Now, through VREs, what we are looking for is to improve the working practices and ultimately to become more efficient and timely. The whole process will take place in a single environment, and all actors will work in this platform and will have access at a fingertip to all the required information sources. The FCPPS VRE will not live in isolation. In fact, it will be one component or among many other VREs from which the other sources of information will be generated and available. So we had to select two scenarios when we formulated the project in 2007, and this scenario, FCPPS, was selected as the first among the three ideas we had, simply because our management was pushing for new working practices, a new business model, and D4 Science was offering potentially the technology that would allow us to develop this new business model. Well, the actors currently involved in the production of our fishery country profiles are quite numerous already, no less than 15 persons. So at the core you have the fisheries officer responsible for the program, and this person is going to finally approve the publishing on the internet of the profile, and he will increasingly work on developing more partnerships. You have his assistant who coordinates the workflow and channels the country profile, the document, throughout the various steps of the process. Then indeed you have the author, we develop the narrative, author or in near future authors in preview. Once you have a draft submitted by the author, you have the quality assurance and the reviewers who are the scientific staff of our official department who ensure technical consistency of the content. Then you might have also, depending on the quality of the language, technical editing to ensure correct language and use of foul terminology. Finally, you have possibly one or two translators if we decide to translate the profile into other languages. So let me describe three main innovations: the handling of workflow, the template generation, and live annotated reports. Regarding the workflow, the VRE will provide facilities to handle the subsequent steps of the workflow, showing at any moment at which stage any profile stands and who are the actors intervening on it and will intervene on it. Well, weaknesses, it requires first a good internet connection, and many users of developing countries will not have an easy access to this VRE. To compensate that, we are implementing import and export facilities from and to Word format. I'd say in general that we have a broad and demanding set of requirements for the country profile system, and will not really be able to use it in a production stage until a minimum set of these demanding requirements are available on the platform. The Fishery Country Profile Production System VRE will sit together with other VREs on the D4Science platform, each being created for a distinct purpose. Altogether, they will contribute to the knowledge ecosystem, which creates synergies among its components. It is those synergies which will be developing among data sources and application tools that will eventually make D4Science a success.